Welcome to the Awardco training. This is the first of many trainings. My name is James Stewart. I'm going to be leading you through this. We'll wait just another 30 seconds or so to let the last people who are joining hop into this. But today we're going to be going over kind of the basic features of the front end features of the software. So we're not going to be diving into reports and budgets and things like that, but all of this is going to be, we're going to be doing these trainings on a regular basis so that you can be more familiar with the platform and be able to inform your employees how to use the platform and get better use out of it. So it's 9:30. I'm going to stop sharing the camera and just get back into sharing my screen and start from there. So, and just so you know, following this webinar, we'll be sending out a follow-up email, which will include a recording of this training for future reference and an email address to send suggestions for future topics for these trainings. If you want to go over budgets or reporting or how to send bulk recognitions, let us know in the email that's going to be coming up. It'll come out an hour after this webinar. Also, so we will be holding these. We're trying to do them monthly, get a better schedule later on, but you can look for these webinars in the newsletters that come out, or if you follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, we'll be announcing all of the trainings through there as well. And again, today's training, very basic, just the front end users, just the front end, what the user or the employee will see when they're logged in and how to navigate through the front end of this platform. So we'll start off by, here's the homepage. So this is a pretty basic homepage. All of you have different homepages, and if at any point you want to add more images or change up your homepage, you can reach out to your account manager and they will, they can help you rearrange this however you like. So this is just a standard one. It shows up here at the top, shows that I'm logged in. Your logo will be up here on the left. We have these 4 tabs at the top. Some of you might have other tabs such as nomination or other programs that show up here. Again, nominations is a little bit more in depth of how to do nominations and things like that. So we'll dedicate an entire training to nominations and other things. But today is just the basic homepage, my profile, how to recognize other, and how to spend the points. So there are 2 ways to navigate the platform typically, and that's through these top 4 tabs at the top, or if you have clickable buttons at the bottom, which most companies do, but you don't, they're not required. So these clickable buttons will take us to the same place as these 4 tabs. I'm just going to use the 4 tabs for convenience because that's how, because every platform will have those. So the homepage, you come to the homepage, is, you know, gives you a welcome to your company. Now, if we want to click and see our recognitions, we click on My Profile, and if we click on My Recognition, this is going to show us all the recognitions that have come to us personally. It's not going to show other recognitions that have gone to anyone else, just to the employee that's logged in. As you can see, so this dashboard right here is showing which hashtags I've received. So I've received 2 ownership hashtags, 1 above and beyond hashtag, and 1 innovation hashtag. That's what that dashboard's for. Over here, it shows you how many points you have available to spend, and if I have anything in my cart, it will show me how many points are in the cart as well. By scrolling down, you can see any recognitions that have come through. So Matt Peterson sent a private message to me saying, "Thanks for giving me a ride home yesterday." I can react to that by adding, you know, any type of emoji, or I can add a comment saying, "No problem, Matt," or whatever you want to do. So you can do that on any of these recognitions that come through. It also will show any other recognitions that come through to multiple people. So Mary, she recognized me, Isaiah, Nia, for the same thing, and we all receive points for it. If you receive points, it'll show up here, as well as she gave us she put in some hashtags into the recognition, and that's what these are down here. You can add reactions. Anyone can add them, as long as, if this is a public recognition and you have your social feed turned on, anyone can add any type of comment or recognition. So that's where all your recognitions live. We'll continue with my profile and click on my redemptions. By clicking on my redemptions, it shows you everything that you've received or everything that you've ordered. So I've ordered 171 points worth of items from Amazon. Here's my contact information. It's shipped to this address and tracking. If the tracking is available, it'll show up here and it'll give you, it says arriving March 27th. So that's when I can expect these orders to arrive. So that just gives you a detailed look at any redemptions that you redeem through the platform. By clicking on recognize, so here's the area that we kind of want to go over to make you more familiar with how to recognize, just in case you haven't logged in for a while. But to recognize, it's pretty simple, very user-friendly. As you can see, who do you want to recognize? So in here, we're going to search a user. I'm going to search Daniel Aguilera, and I'm going to say thanks for the help today. And by typing in the hashtag and the tags, that will bring up the pre-existing hashtags that your company has decided they want to use for this program. You can pick any of them. I'm just going to say above and beyond. Daniel did a great job helping me today. Above and beyond, any type of message. Also, if you want to include other people in this, so if I wanted to include Mary as well, or Logan, you can include multiple people, and they'll all receive this recognition. And so far I haven't added any money, so if you don't have a budget, you can just recognize this person, either make it a public or toggle it to be a private message, and only these 3 users will receive that notification. It won't show up on the social feed for everyone else. If your social feed is turned off, it doesn't matter because it's just going to be a private message anyway. I'm going to make this a public message so everyone can see it. And if I were to do it without a budget, if you don't have a budget, this option won't be here. You'll recognize them and they'll still get recognized, they just won't get any points. But since I have a budget and I have multiple budgets, I can click on this drop-down menu and I can select which budget I want it to come from. I'm going to select this operations budget. And then after I select the operations budget, that brings up the amounts that I can award. I can click one of the pre-selected amounts, or I can add in any amount I want. So if I want to give them 30 points, I'll hit recognize. And this 30 points means that each of them will receive 30 points. It's not going to divide it and give 10 to each. It's going to give each of them 30. So by clicking on recognize, this went through and it is now on the social feed because it was a public recognition and our social feed is turned on. It also lives within their profile, my recognitions feed. So now I'll give you an example. I just want to let you see what they are seeing. So an email will be sent to Daniel, Logan, and Mary. And here is an example of that email. So this isn't the one that was sent to them. This was one that I created before, but it shows your logo up here. It'll say, hi, whoever is receiving it, you've been awarded 50 points. And then the recognition will be down here, as well as to redeem your points, please log in to this platform, and it'll have your URL there. So that's the basic email that will be sent out when anyone's recognized. Let me switch back to so that's how you recognize someone. And now let's get into how you spend points. So to spend points, most of you will probably have Amazon, and you might not have any of these other catalogs or stores to choose from. So we'll go to Amazon, and it's just like any other. It's just like any other online store for searching and redeeming any type of item you want. So I'm going to look for a Fitbit. So I see that none of these really fit within my point range. So I have a 54 point value. That's all I can have. So maybe let's not choose a Fitbit. Let's look into if we want to select items that are within my point range. We can select this. We can select something from the drop down. So let's say baby, for example. By selecting the no limit, that's going to bring up items that are outside of my point range. But if I want to only see items that are within my point range, I can click on that. This limit results option is only available if you select something from the drop down. Whenever we have all on here, it's not available to show you points. It's just going to show you every item that you search. So let's search electronics, and I will search headphones. So there are a few that show up within my point range, and I can select this item and add it to my cart, just like you would with any other online store. Then proceed to checkout, select this address. So this is an address that I've already ordered from, so it's pre-selected. If I wanted to add a new address, say I wanted to send it to my mom or someone, I could click on that and add in a new address, and then select that as the new address to be sent to. I'm just going to select the address that I already have in here. Now this gives you a final look at to make sure that everything's right. Check your address, see what you've ordered, and then you'll place order. By placing the order, that puts it right into the queue, and Amazon, and the order will be placed through Amazon and be sent to you directly. So that's how you redeem points from Amazon. For the hotels and tickets, it's the same process. Hotels, you can search any destination. Let's say we want to go to Los Angeles, check-in date, tomorrow, check out, Friday, and hit search. This will bring up hotels that are available in Los Angeles. Again, it's going to bring up things that are outside of your point range, but you can search through that to figure out which hotel you want. Same with tickets as well. Also, just a reminder, I forgot to mention at the beginning of this, if you have any questions throughout anything that I'm saying, feel free to type them into the control panel. Just type in a question, and we'll leave 5 minutes at the end of this to answer any of those questions. So tickets, same thing. We can search for an event. Let's say I want to go to a Utah Jazz game. I'm in Utah, so I can search for tickets, and I can select any game I want to go to and go through that process of ordering those tickets. For e-gift cards, this one's a little different. Some people get confused with this. So when you select on e-gift cards, it's showing Amazon and it's showing 1 point. This doesn't mean that you're getting this gift card and it's worth 1 point. It means that the lowest value you can have is 1 point. So for this flowers gift card, the lowest value gift card you can have is 10 points. If I were to click on this flowers gift card, it only gives me options to get a $10, $25, $50 US or $50 US dollars gift card for them. But let's say I go back to this Amazon where it says 1 point. On Amazon, I can put in any value I want from 1 to 2,000. So I could select a $54 gift card because that's how many points I have and place that order. So that's where the e-gift cards is a little bit different. This value that it's showing is just the minimum value that you can have, and then they'll usually have other options. So same for AMC Music. You can't get one for less than 5, but you can do 5 to 100. For virtual prepaid cards, it's similar to that, where you can select the amount. You just put in the amount you want, place the order, and you'll be sending an email with the information on how to redeem your Visa gift card or your e-gift card, depending on what you're ordering. Same with hotels and tickets. An email will be sent to you, so put in the correct, make sure your email is correct anytime. That's one of the issues we get, a support issue that we get often, is someone will enter in the wrong email address when they're selecting an e-gift card or a Visa prepaid card, a hotel, something that's a non-physical item that's being sent to them, and then they don't know where it went because they put in the wrong email address. So that's something to just double check the other correct email address. You'll receive an email that will explain how to redeem all these. So the last thing I wanted to go over today, this admin button won't be here for any employee or any general user in the platform. It's only here for people, for you, the admins of the platform. Again, in follow-up trainings from this, we'll be getting in deeper into the admin section, the reports, budgets, etc. But today, the last thing I want to go over is just how to add a picture and turn on notifications. So here up at the right, it shows that here, James Stewart, this is my account. I click on my account, and this is where I can add my picture. So as long as I have a picture saved to my desktop, I can select change picture, and it'll bring up a folder, or it'll bring up any, my computer, and I can select which picture I want to put it in there. Square pictures work best. That will crop evenly and make it look nice. For those who don't have a picture in there, it'll just have a blue or an orange or a different color circle here with their initials. So that's how you do that. If they ever want to change their password, they can come in here and change it manually and hit save. So if you've given them passwords, a generic password to use, but they decide they want to change their own, they just go to my account and they can change it there. The notifications section, by clicking on notifications, this allows you to turn on notifications so you can see when other people are being recognized. So for example, if everyone's defaulted to none, no one will receive any recognition, any notification. But if you want to see your team or anyone in your team, whenever they get recognized, you can come in here and select team. And anytime anyone is recognized within your team, you will get an email notification saying they've been recognized. Or you can set up other fields that you've put into your CSV file for your user file. So metadata are just extra fields that you've added into that user file that you've sent to us to upload. So I've selected metadata, and I only want anyone who's in the California location of my company. That's who I want to see when they get recognized. By clicking add, you can, so the metadata fields that I've uploaded into this platform are position ID, department, location. So maybe I want to see everyone from the CS department. I can add that in there as well. So anyone in the CS department and from California, I'll have a notification for that. Or I can select all, and you'll receive notifications for everyone within the platform. So that's a basic run through of the front end of this. I just want to show two more examples just so you know for the notifications. So an example of a comment, when this is an email that you get if the notifications are turned on. Let's say someone commented. So I commented on this recognition that went to Zach. I said, Zach helped me out with InDesign too. He really knows his stuff. The recognition that Zach received was whether it's platform errors, InDesign questions, or jumping in your car's battery, Zach is always willing to help out. I appreciate all you do. So these are the type of notification emails you'll get when those notifications are turned on. So that's all I wanted to run through, and now we can jump into any of the questions that you have. And we have one question from Steve Anderson. How are returns handled for Amazon and gift cards? So returns are handled, what you want to do is just reach out to support@awardco.com, and they will take care of that. Since everything's being run through our platform and it's not going through your individual Amazon account, it's going through Awardco's Amazon accounts, we need to have someone from our support team reach out to Amazon specifically, and they'll take care of it. So anytime you need a return, just have your employee reach out to support@awardco.com, and they will handle that. If there are any other questions, feel free to write them into the control panel. And also, we'll be sending out a follow-up email, just a reminder. If you have suggestions on anything you want to go over, such as if you want training on nominations, bulk recognitions, how to download reports, let us know in that follow-up email, and let us know how we did on this training. And also, there will be a recording of this that will be sent in that email that you can use for future reference. So we've got 2 more minutes. I'm not seeing any other questions come in. I'll just wait and see for the final 2 minutes. If you don't have any other questions, feel free to end the webinar, and we will hopefully see you here at another training in the future. Thanks for joining. So to redeem we just got another question come in. To redeem a physical gift card, that's a good question. You'll receive an email. I don't have an example of that email right here to show you, but as long as you put your email in there, your correct email, you'll get an email that gives you the instructions on how to redeem that physical gift card. It'll live within that email. If you want, you can email us directly from this email. We're going to send you a follow-up email again. If you want to see a better example, send us an email with this question, and we can have someone reach out to you and show you exactly how that's done. But all the instructions are within the email that gets sent to you after you've redeemed your gift card. Okay, great. Thanks for joining. It's 9:50. We'd want to keep these short so that you can get on with your day. We will see you at a future training.